Okay. Hello viewers, welcome back to another episode of The Grumpy Penguin. Today we're going to talk about shafts.
Hey, where the hell are you going, Shaft?
To get laid. Where the hell you going?
But these are drive shafts. So the drive shaft on the Datsun was a bit of an adventure because I'm using the 6-speed transmission from an S15. So we have some kind of custom parts. I know allegedly some of the large drive shaft shops that remain unnamed should be able to do this. I called them up. They had no idea what I was talking about with the S15 trans. So I kind of had to make some pieces and parts and fit them together to make my own little kit. I'm going to reference my notes here so that I don't get anything wrong. I will try to put a link to these two critical parts in the show notes if you are building something at home. This is a 1310 U-joint flange that adapts the OE Datsun drive shaft or Datsun differential to a 1310 U-joint, which then we can make the shaft from. And this is the proper splined end for the S15 6-speed. So we'll start with this piece here. I got it from powertrainindustries.com. It is part number 3103-26. This is a 24/26 spline, and this is a 1310 U-joint end. So that will work. It's already been test fitted into the trans, works great, good engagement and plenty of depth. They claim it fits a 240SX automatic, 300ZX and hard body pickup trucks. So that must all be the same flange from Nissan. So that is this piece, critical piece 1. Piece 2, I got from Fort Wayne Clutch and Driveline. They're calling it part number N2-N-899-1. And they're saying that it fits Nissans, which makes sense, Subarus, which also makes sense since it's an R180 diff, and MG 2.25-inch male pilot drive shaft flange yoke, again, to the 1310 U-joint. So those are the critical pieces and parts you're going to need, along with, of course, your drive shaft. This one I obviously got from Dynamic Drivelines. Talked to these guys at PRI last year, and they were very knowledgeable. And actually, believe it or not, their demo piece from PRI was almost the exact length. They were about ready to send me home with it, but it was about 3/4 of an inch too short. So ended up getting the correct length shaft ordered. They had it lickety split. I mean, almost next day it was shipped out. These guys do a really nice job. It is, of course, balanced. It doesn't look super big. They're claiming it can handle about 450 horsepower, I think was the number, way in excess of what I'm going to make. The differential will fail long before this drive shaft does, but it was with serviceable, greasable 1310 U-joints. So today, I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of these pieces together. I just got the shaft from them. They weren't super knowledgeable about oddball Nissan parts, and I had already figured out these two components. I was just looking for somebody to make the rest of it fit. So to put this together today, we're going to need a small hammer, some pliers for the clips to hold everything in, and I usually use a small punch. I'm not super accurate with my hammer swinging. If I did this day in and day out, I could probably tap it right into place with the back of the ball peen and not damage one of these flanges, but I'm not that good. So yeah, I've got a block of wood to kind of get everything to a serviceable level. So with that said, let's get this thing whacked together. All right, so putting these together isn't too hard, except I do now realize that this is not correct. They did ship me the wrong part. That was ages ago, but that is going to be a problem. But we can put the rest of it together here. So you just pop these two guys off, slip everything in. Gently give it a little tap. is a new day here. I've got the correct part. So as it turns out, what I had was the correct flange or differential side flange. However, it was set up for a 1210 axle, which would make a lot of sense if you were doing another drive shaft for, say, the factory engine. But since we're going to be putting more horsepower out, went with the bigger U-joints, hold a little bit more power, and yeah, so let's get this put together and get it in the car. All right, that is together. Let's get it in the car. That pretty much wraps up the drive shaft install. Pretty short video today. Just wanted to show you guys how that works and that how you can build your own drive shaft if you just kind of piece the parts together and find a good manufacturer to produce it for you. So that's all for today. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, check out the other videos. They've been going on for a long time, far too long actually, but for a very long time in building this car. And thanks for watching.